What's going on, y'all? This is Greg. Greg said it. You see, I'm indoors today. It's freezing in Atlanta. I think it's gonna be colder tomorrow. I couldn't even go out in my car. So let me do something in the house. I'm actually in the house with the kids and everybody been out of school. And let me find a quiet place so I can come talk to y'all, right? So I know a lot of y'all pay attention to what's going on with Colorado. It's that time of year, things are starting to ramp back up. The players are reporting back in. It looks like Shador and Charlotte had to go hit up France to be some fashion show models, some fashion models, or whatever you want to call it. But the team is up and going, and can y'all feel the difference? You know, I'm talking to the people who've been there like day one, Colorado, Prime style, Coach Prime, Colorado bus, whatever you want to call them. Last year this time, we didn't know what was going on, but it was a different tone. He came in talking about he's bringing his Louis. He had some players there. They were looking shook. Different tone, different energy. His energy was a little different, after the spring. Maybe more players left than he wanted or planned, but they left. But compared to this time last year, different energy. Different energy in the coaches. Different energy in the room. Of course, you got a lot of guys who are there. He actually wanted them to be there. He recruited them to be there. There's not a lot of guys that was there before him. Pretty much everybody there he wanted. He brought some people last year, he brought some guys this year. So of course it's a different tone, right? He's excited, he knows what he has, and maybe even feel he got a better quality of stock of players this year. And I think that goes a long ways. Because, regardless of what you say, subliminally how you feel, it's going to go about how you go about your day to day. So we're looking forward to seeing what these guys are going to be hitting on because, ready or not, it is what it is. I think these guys are going to be some of the most watched guys. I think we thought last year was something. I think this year, the expectations are going to be even higher. Not just for the world, but I think Coach Prime and his staff knows what they want, know what to expect. There's no longer the new guys on the block in the Power 5. He don't make some moves around. He got a new coaching staff for the most part and a lot of, some shuffling around of some people and got a new lineman coach. He has officially put in Pat Sherman as the coach, the offensive coordinator. So I see he's brought in this guy back that was at Jackson State and as a receiver coach. So he shuffled things around. But one thing for sure, you can see the pace that they're moving. It's a little different. The pace is a lot more matter of fact, a lot more confident on. They know what they're getting into this year. And maybe it's just me. A lot of people look at this stuff and they say, okay, these super fans or whatever you want to call it. And I will admit, I would like to be optimistic because of the fact that I do want to see him win. I do want to see them win. I do want to see, the underdog. He's still an underdog. He had the hype, but he still was the underdog. He's the guy who don't supposed to be there. Shador's the guy that wasn't supposed to be there. They even took Travis down a certain level. And a lot of those guys from Jackson State. So the mission is still the mission. I do want to see them succeed. We don't have to get into all the colorism necessarily, but it is what it is. I want to see them win. And I'm all for diversity and I'm all for opportunity for people who can produce and deserve to be there. And I think these guys have proved and will continue to prove that they deserve to be there. And I just love the story and the development of it. They got some things to work on. I'm sure they have some flaws. Hopefully this off season, they work on it, like tackling. I see they got some good linebackers. I think Goldberg is coming at some point. Maybe he's a high school guy, maybe coming later. I know they got, Webster. We got two of those guys, one a receiver who's real good, and younger brother, I believe he's a younger brother, he's coming. And he may be one of the top linebackers. So got some guys coming in to help that defense. We talked about that over and over again. The defensive line is going to be pretty solid, have some depth. Offensive line going to have some depth. It may not be no Alabama as far as the size or the depth, but it's a good place. It's progress from where it was. And like I said, I don't think they were that bad off last year. They had some things going against them, and they had some things that going against them within the count, both inside and outside. And even still, I think they were better than the 4-8 team. I think they were more so of a 7-5. far as talent, but it is what it is. I expect to see a lot of things different, and I know a lot of you all do too. Make sure y'all like, share, and comment, and make sure y'all come back around because I got a feeling this thing's gonna be really interesting as the off season go along. Maybe even have a few surprises come real soon, possibly. But with that, I'm Greg. Greg said it, and I'll talk to y'all soon.